Greetings and welcome to your practice. This will be a 40-minute practice of breath and movement. Enjoy and come as you are, always, whatever time of day, whatever life is bringing you right now. The work is in the practice, is again and again to come to our mat, to let go of all the other stuff and to welcome in this vision of healing and abundance and connection, grace, beauty, love, forgiveness, and all those deep breaths. So go ahead and find your nice tall seat and close your eyes as you're ready. We're going to take the first 3 to 5 minutes to settle into breath and our seat. I will offer breath techniques, and you get to choose how it feels for you to engage in them. Let's take a moment to welcome in sacred space, to welcome in the element of earth for grounding and support. If Mother Earth had a whisper of support for you right now, what would that be? We welcome in the element of fire for that warmth and heat of the golden sun to bring us abundance and to help us transform from the inside out. If fire had a prayer for you right now, what would it be? And we welcome in the element of water again and again, the letting go, the softening, the sweetness. When we give it over to the goddess or the god, when we no longer have to carry the weight of all the things, even in this moment, if there was no weight to carry and you were supported by the flow state, what is that image or whisper that comes from water to you now? And we welcome in the element of air to purify our vision, to access higher consciousness and wisdom, to get big with our vision instead of small. So just if you imagined yourself in that clear blue sky space right now, where there were no limitations and there was no heaviness or weight, what is that feeling, or what is that alchemy in around you? Is there a prayer there? We welcome in lastly the element of ether, the mysterious nature of life, the auspicious nature of timing and events and people and places, and to get really curious in this moment about all that has transpired and all that is to come. And all we have is this one beautiful moment right here and now in consciousness together, and the reminder of that. So just the last prayer here is an honoring also of what may be distracting you in life, or what may be pulling you off your path. And just you might have a quick visual or a thought process around that. That's totally fine and good, and we want that. And now I want you to imagine whatever the distraction is. Pick the top one. Whatever that distraction is, that it is becoming dismantled, in fact. So it's not being pushed down, it's not being erased, it's just becoming dismantled in this moment, so that you can step into freedom, trust, and liberation in the here and the now, and work with divine timing in this way. And the last thing I will bring forward, because it is emerging right now, Spirit is asking me right now to call this forward, to call forward a prayer of trust and liberation and expansion for you in the I am form. Taking a nice deep breath, and it could be I am clearing, I am good energy, I am here, I am doing my best. I welcome in support from my guides, from my community, from my highest self. So it's not that we just call forward, the I am, but it is that we marry it, we merge it with the foundation of support so that you are not alone in this work, because we are not alone in this work. Bring your palms to touch and start to warm your hands. So thank you for entering that. Sometimes I don't know that that's going to come forward. Very strong, powerful call out to, get clear on what we're calling in, but to remember that we're supported by it. Sweep your hands high. Now, every time we exhale, we bring it down. This is your support. This is your network. This is your weaver. This is your community down here, okay? Up here is that vision field that you're calling in right now. Inhale and exhale. Ha, 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 ha. Good. Keep going in those ha's, whatever timing you have. And as you're doing this, getting into that space of trust and liberation. So freeing yourself from all the weight, trusting in your process, and now marry that with the energy of support, that you are not alone. Ha, ha, 8 more. Ha, 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 ha. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Ha, ha. We open the veils that may have been clouding our vision before, that may have been making us live in illusion, in fact. And this is the beautiful nature of life. There is always illusion until we have the direct experience of truth. Yeah, so we can play with that. It doesn't have to be heavy. It doesn't have to be serious. Just like, let's like blow out the mind's eye. Yeah. Ha, ha, ha. And 3, 2, 1. Let's floss. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Ha. Good. Ha. Clearing ourselves from the weight and the responsibilities, the roles that we carry. That's what happened. That's why we practice, because we come into a state where we free ourselves from that. Ha. And that is the reminder right now. Ha. 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 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms out to the T position. We open and close the door. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Ha. 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 3, 2, 1. Little tiny circles in one direction. And working the energy of the circle and also the refinement. This is so good for our brain too. All of this stuff, we're just firing brain pathways, brain gym happening as we're doing our breath. Ha, 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 ha. Other direction, circles. Ha, 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 ha. And 3, 2, 1, and release. Just feel the wash coming down. And then what can you do to soften? Just notice this resistance or this reaction to, and coming into response. Okay, we're going to come into Sufi circles as you're ready. So I'm going to come off my bolster. I don't know how you're sitting right now, but some of you, if you want to stretch out the legs, you can do that, or you can cross them. I'm just going to cross my knees right under me, cross-legged, hold on to the knees, and just start to work this access point of, for me, it's about orbiting, orbiting around all the things that we don't have to be stuck over here while all this stuff is going on, but we can orbit, and in that orbit comes the trust and liberation. And also just getting fluid and sensual. Let's call on that goddess, sensual, feminine, guilt-free, shame-free, patriarchy-free energy and in the other direction. Good. Coming back center, hands come back behind the nape of the neck. Seated cat-cow. Now I'm going to stretch out my legs. You might want to feel that too, just to feel a little bit of release in the back of the knee. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, curl, draw in. And inhale, lift. Find your sitting bones, connected to the earth. Lift, 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 and lengthen. And exhale, curl, draw in. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. From the seat up, lifting. And exhale. Good. And last time, find that breath. Inhale. And exhale to curl, drawing in. Fluid spine is more around the fluid mind as well. Good. Okay, let's sit up and let's come right onto our mats, please. We'll get started in our cat-cow as we do. So go ahead and begin to make your way, curling toes under and curling spine up. And open it out. Yawning, sighing. Nice work. Coming back to neutral spine. You're going to take that right leg and extend it long and take 3 big circles in each direction. And in the other direction as you're ready. Right leg extends long, right leg long, left arm long. On your exhale, curl, draw in, right knee touches, left arm sweeps. Inhale, open the whole thing out. And exhale, curl, draw in. And open. And last one, draw in. And open. We can choose to stay right here, working that core, draw center in. If you can, reach around, hold the inside of the back foot, kick it back and lift the heart up. Kick it back and lift the heart up. Breathing here. And left foot to the floor, right foot's going to step up top of the mat. Any amount, getting into a nice big lunge here, hands to the inside of the front foot. 3 times, straighten the front leg. And inhale, ripple forward. And exhale to go back. And inhale. And exhale to go back. And inhale. Let's stay for open twist. Right arm sweeps high. So we can stay right here, find that stretch, or we can fly that back leg straight, and then the right arm sweeps high. If you want a variation here, take your right hand behind the nape of the neck, and on your next exhale, right elbow touches left elbow, and inhale, open the whole thing out. And exhale, curl, draw in, and open, and last time in, and open. Nice work. We're going to stay low. Back knee to the floor, hands to the floor. So see front knee over the ankle just like this. Some of you may have some cushions, props that you want to prop up under your forearms. If you have a practice where you go to your forearms or quad stretch, you can take that now. Right arm sweeps back behind, hold the inside of the back foot. Feel free to take that left forearm to the floor. Breathe. Wherever you are, 6 breath here. Nice work, everyone. Crawling out of here, downward facing as you're ready. Right leg's going to sweep all the way high. And let's go, both legs are straight here. 3 times lift up onto the ball of the left foot. Exhale, melt the heel to the floor. Inhale to lift. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Right knee touches the forehead. Touch. Right knee touches left elbow. Touch. Right knee touches right elbow, touch, look forward, shoot back, take your chaturanga, knees or straight legs. Inhale, cobra lift. And let's do 2 more cobras just to get into front spinal energy here. And inhale, lift. And exhale. And lift. And exhale, pressing back to all fours. Really simply coming to all fours. And let's do the other side. First, those big circles with the left side now. Left knee. Big circles. And other direction. Good. And then left leg extends long and right arm extends forward. Find center here. Pull navel in. And on your next exhale, curl, draw in. Left knee draws in, touch. And inhale, open the whole thing out. And exhale, curl, draw in. And open. And one more time, draw in. And open. Good. If you can, reach around, hold the inside of the back foot. Kick the back heel away from you and lift heart up. And right hand to the floor, left foot steps up top of the mat. Well, let's do an open twist to start. Left arm sweeps high. Good. Stay here or fly the back leg straight. So lots of options. If you want to go just a bit further, left hand behind the nape of the neck. On your next exhale, left elbow touches right elbow. Inhale, open the whole thing out. Exhale, curl, draw in. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl, draw in. Inhale, open. Back knee to the floor. Hands to the inside of the front foot. Straighten the front leg. Peel the toes, chin to chest. And inhale to come forward and to look forward. And exhale, go ahead. Peel the toes, chin to chest. And inhale to come forward and look forward. And last time. And coming forward. Good. Left arm sweeps back behind. Stay here or quad stretch. So you can have your hands down the inside of the front leg and stay in that lunge or quad stretch. Those of you that can go a little deeper and you want to, come to that front forearm and really start to pull the heel towards the sitting bone. Deep work of letting go here. And slowly to release. Let's crawl back downward facing. Left leg sweeps high. Stack left hip on top of the right and just find that nice shape. Yeah, it doesn't matter how high your leg gets. None of that matters. Can you feel connection to your arms and strong hands? Now lift up onto the ball of the right foot. Exhale, melt to the floor. And inhale, lift. And exhale. And lift. And exhale. Left knee touches the forehead, curl. Left knee touches right elbow, curl, touch. Left knee touches left elbow, touch. Look forward. Shoot back plank. We're going to take 3 half chaturangas. Take your knees to the floor, straight legs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, go back up. Don't get stuck down there. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come all the way down for Shalambhasana variation. If low back is tender, you're going to hang out here in your Sphinx. Always working tailbone down. If you can, take hands back behind you. Next step, interlace fingers. That might be too much on the shoulders. You choose. Walk the rib cage forward. Inhale, lift chest. Good. Inhale, lift the legs. Lifting whole body up. Breathe. Direct experience of center. Don't think. Breathe. That's my new marketing tagline. Don't think, breathe. And breathe into your center. Not just your mouth, your nose, your lungs, blah, blah, blah. Your center. Yeah, good. Okay, and let's go child's pose. Nice work. Prayer hands over the nape of the neck. Walk the elbows forward. Put the forehead down. Okay, dolphin pose from here, interlace hands. Okay, so here's the option, dolphin or headstand. Okay, so I'm going to show you dolphin, toes tuck, hips lift and rise here. Yeah, right here. Stay there the whole time. Now, those of you working your headstand, you can move against the wall. Great place to do it at home. Remember, hold opposite elbows. Plant them down. Interlace hands. Tuck the head under. Now, walk the feet up. Those of you who are not doing headstand, but you want to get the effect of being on your head, which is about activating pineal gland, and that's the joy releaser. Stay there. Those of you that want to come up, you could walk your feet up the wall behind you. Let's say you're at the wall. Walk your feet up. So no pressure on the back of the neck. I'm pushing my forearms into the earth to lift my center like crazy, to try to take my toes to the ceiling, like my ankles are being pulled up to the ceiling. Now, if those of you in dolphin come to child's pose anytime, those of you in your headstand, you're staying a bit longer, and you can, please stay. Good. And so counter pose always is child's pose. What I like to do is stack one fist on top of the other and then forehead to the stacked fist. And little rock side to side with the hips. Reach your hands forward and let's go downward facing. We're going to get into a standing flow. Let's start with a twist. Right foot steps up, top of the mat, back knee down, hands to the hips. Let's twist. Left arm up and over. Parvrita Parshva Konasana, long side angle. Left arm up and over, palms come to touch. If you can, fly that back leg straight. Drop tailbone to the floor, lift chest up. Broad shoulders here. So you're not hanging off that front leg. There's space between your torso. There's, this whole idea is that you are using your leg muscles to lift yourself up. Good, nice work. And back knee to the floor, hands to the inside of the front foot. Watch the change. You're going to kickstand that front shin. Sometimes it gets a bit funky on that back knee. Make sure there's padding there. Take your forearm to your front thigh, bicep sweeps to the ear. Option one, stay here. Take your hands down the inside of the front leg. Loop tailbone. Draw the shoulders down the back and lift the sternum up. You can go one more step here and take a little bind. Right arm under, left arm around. Hold the hands. Drop tailbone, lift chest. Good, and release, look down. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Left fingertips under left shoulder, right arm sweeps high, right leg sweeps high. Inhale, go way back in space. Exhale, curl, come in. Two more like that. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. And here we go. Inhale this time. Reach around, catch the back foot if you can. So if you're not catching the back foot, you're extending it long in front of you. And here we really try to pull center in, but create this huge shape, like the shape of the full moon behind you or the golden sun. All right, release. We're going to cartwheel forward. Half moon pose, right fingertips to the floor, left leg extends. If we need more time and space, both hands to the floor or the blocks. Left arm sweeps high. Reach around, hold your outside of your back foot. How's the breath? Good, and release. We're going to step back downward facing. Right leg sweeps high, stack right hip on top of the left. Option, stay here, perfect. Option, wild thing pose, shoulders over the wrists. Flip the dog. Inhale to lift. Get under yourself so you can lengthen and feel. Three to four more breaths. Inhale to come back, downward facing. Take a vinyasa. Inhale, plank pose, coming forward. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, go back. Okay, then we're moving through a nice steady flow, so this is going to be a great practice for your summer adventures. Left foot steps up top of the mat. Inhale, right arm sweeps high, and right arm up and over the left thigh. Palms come to touch. So we practice so that we can live into that trust and liberation pathway. Trust the process, liberate self from whatever does not serve. Lift up, twist. And the twist helps us to integrate all of that. Nice work. Gaze goes down. Back knee to the floor, hands to the inside of the back foot. Watch the change here. Remember, we kickstand that back shin and we're up. I'm going to change so that I'm facing front. That is your left knee over your front ankle. Forearm plants at the front thigh, bicep sweeps to the ear. Stay here or go a little deeper. If you want to go deeper yet, you can take a bind. Left arm under, right hand behind, hold hands. Tailbone to the floor, chest lift up. And breathe. Good, and release, walking hands down. Walking hands to the back of the mat. Take all the time you need so that right shoulder's under right wrist, left arm sweeps high, go way back in space and draw in and curl. Come in and inhale, open. And exhale, curl, draw in. And inhale, open. And exhale, curl, draw in. And inhale, open. Bend your back knee, reach around, hold the outside of the back foot. Kick the leg back, lift the heart up. Trust the process, liberate self from what does not serve. Past or present prediction, past or future predictions. Present moment awareness right here. And release, left foot steps up top of the mat. Windmill the hands all the way. So we're going to kick forward to our half moon pose. Fly the back leg to 90 degrees. Hands, right hand to the hip. Just working with all the wobbles, all the unsteadiness. Right arm sweeps high. We can stay here or reach around, hold the outside of the back foot. Kick the back leg behind. The final direction here is to look over the right shoulder, and we call this a blind drishti, meaning that we're not looking down. So what we're doing is we're just tapping into center so profoundly that we can hold this pose looking up. Good. And two, release, downward facing, left leg sweeps high. Bend and stack left hip on top of the right, shoulders over the wrists, flip the dog, or stay in your down dog. Inhale to lift pelvis and lengthen. Toes to fingertips, lengthen. Good. Inhale to come back, downward facing. Ripple forward, plank pose. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, lift, cobra, or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot steps up top of the mat. Take a wide leg forward fold, facing the long edge of your mat. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to walk hands underneath. Holding opposite elbows, pull your crown towards the earth. Breathing here. Nice work, everyone. Inhale, walking hands forward. Pivot back to the right foot. Downward facing, right leg sweeps high. Pigeon pose. Right shin draws up top of the mat. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bow forward, coming down. You have 8 to 10 breath here. So this is a pretty swift moving vinyasa flow practice. And so that when we're in a practice like this, when we do come to a pigeon, we really want to make the breath count and take some of those deeper breaths. And just notice where the resistance is in the body. Like you'll feel a little guarding sometimes in that outer right hip and glute. And just see if you can soften it a bit, and then how does that feel? And remember, you are supported now by the earth in this posture, so really give into her. Soften your jaw, soften your shoulders. And inhale the rise to come up. Good. Curl the back toes under. Really simple. We're going to switch sides, but take a moment to pedal it out and to feel into each side. Good. Left shin draws up top of the mat. Inhale to lift. And exhale to bow forward. Soften. Trust. Liberate self from the thoughts in the mind currently. Inhale the rise to come up. Curl the back toes under. Back to downward facing. Pedal it out. Inhale, plank pose coming forward. Exhale, lower all the way to the front body and flip onto your back body. I wanted to do just a little bit of center work here for us before we choose to do a wheel and then maybe an inversion to close, okay? So you're gonna cross your right ankle over your left knee and shoelace your hands behind you. I want you to think of this as center work. We're working center connection as opposed to core work. But if you like to think of it as core work too, you can. So here it's very small and subtle movement, and that's how we get the power in the center, okay? So inhale, lift your pelvis off the earth an inch, keep it there. Exhale, lift your shoulders off the earth. Inhale, lift both shoulders and hips a little further, and exhale to come down. And inhale, pelvis lift. Exhale, shoulders lift. Inhale, both lift together, and exhale, coming down. And inhale, pelvis lift. Exhale, shoulders lift. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, pelvis. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, lift, and exhale. And inhale, pelvis, and exhale, shoulders. And inhale, lift, and exhale. And inhale, pelvis, exhale, shoulders, inhale, lift, and exhale. Last one. Inhale, pelvis, exhale, shoulders, inhale, lift. Reach your hands to your ankles. We're going to pulse for 10. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug legs in. Take a little soft roll side to side. Just let it all go. Deep sigh. Other side, cross left ankle over right. Hands come behind the nape of the neck. Inhale, pelvis lift. Exhale, shoulders lift. Inhale, lift both up, and exhale, coming down. Inhale, pelvis. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, pelvis. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, lift, and down. And pelvis, and shoulders, and lift, and down. And pelvis, and shoulders, and lift, and down. 3 more. Pelvis, shoulders, lift, and down. And pelvis, and shoulders, and lift, and down. Last one. And pelvis, and shoulders, and lift. Reach hands towards ankles, and we pulse for 10. 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug in. And a little soft roll side to side. Okay. Let's take 2 more postures. Half wheel, and then maybe moving into shoulder stand or legs up, arms up. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale, lift the pelvis, hands come underneath. You can hold the sides of the mat or interlace. Those of you that have a full wheel, bridge pose, you're going to go there now. Otherwise, use the strength of your legs. This is such a beautiful rinse and cleanse for thyroid and releasing stagnation in throat and shoulders area. Slowly to release, coming down. Arms up, legs up. Soften into that letting go space. So you can hug knees in towards you to close. You can do happy baby. Those of you that like to do a shoulder stand and you are inverting today, reminder not to look around when you're up. We pick up the pelvis and we rise. Welcoming in whatever you're doing, that nice, fluid, oppositional flow of energy. I mean, it makes total sense. If we're always just one way, we're going to be one way. And to work on this new timeline of this Aquarian consciousness and this era that we're living, we have to welcome in this new timeline, this new way of adapting and regulating to the best of our ability with what is. Stay for as long as you want. Those are ready to counter pose. You can take Halasana, legs over the head. Those of you that want to take your fish pose, go ahead. Otherwise, we're coming into butterfly, moving into Shavasana. So strong and short and sweet practice for us. Please have this one in your library to return to. It will help you be in the flow of summer to generate this vibration of abundance and energy and sun fire, abundant love energy. And please stay here for final rest practice, if you can, for a couple of minutes, just until you are feeling like you are connected and here. And I want to thank you for choosing to practice with me on this channel. I'm always so grateful of the community that we can create, and those of you who come, how we come into orbit with one another for all the magical reasons, no doubt. Many, many blessings on your way. Thank you, thank you, thank you.